Welcome back to Trading Rolly. Beautiful day. Bitcoin, Ethereum, new all-time highs. But today I'm going to focus on two coins that could see major upside potential. We already saw them rocket ship. We're talking about Decentraland and we're talking about Sandbox, both huge moves after Facebook changed their company name to Metaverse. So we're going to be talking about Metaverse coins, NFT gaming, the new trend. Okay, we're talking about why did they pump? We're talking about are you still early, and also identifying the trend. So maybe if you feel like you're too late in these, you can do some research and find some other potential play to earn coins or metaverse coins, because this is the trend we've been talking about. Over a month ago, I did the NFT video on Ethereum and Solana, how the NFT space is creating real utility with Ethereum on OpenSea and Solana on Solana Art. I've been charting Bitcoin for you. I've been talking about apes of space. So go ahead, hit that like if you want to see more videos. Please subscribe. I saw a bunch of new subscribers after the apes of space video. Leave comments, tick the bell for notifications. And you know, if you're looking at, you can see them here, the views. Clearly, way more views on the NFT than I'm getting on these charts. So I'm going to focus more on content that can be viewed over the course of several days or weeks. I know the charts, you know, if you're a trader and you're looking at TA technicals on the charts, if you don't see it that day, it's pretty much meaningless if you see it 2 days later. So maybe this will help. Give me some more subscribers. Hit that like. Let me know if you like this. All right, so we're going to talk about Decentraland, Sandbox. This is not financial advice. These are my own ideas and opinions on the market. All right, so just right from the top, we saw Facebook change their company name to Metaverse, and then you saw immediately Mana explode. We'll look at some technicals at the end. We're going to kind of talk about fundamentals in the beginning, and at the end, we'll do a little chart analysis because I don't want to scare you guys away. All right. So, all right, Metaverse. I mean, I've been talking about this for a while. You can see also in the stock market, Nvidia, Unity, AMD all going up because these are players in the game as well. They're going to help this function. But we're specifically talking about crypto today. And, you know, this is interesting that you're seeing mainstream come into crypto and NFTs. And NFT really has bridged that gap. If you look at even Motley Fool, you know, this is usually a stock market website, you know, giving stock picks. They're talking about Axie Infinity. These market caps are old. We'll go over the new market caps because, guys, with crypto, market cap fundamentals, you could say, are very important. Comparing one market cap from, you know, Ethereum to top 50 coin, you know, so we'll get into that in just a moment, but you can see Motley Fool talking about Axie Infinity, Sandbox, Engine Coin, also a great NFT gaming coin, Decentraland, and a few others. All right, so if you're not familiar with Axie, Axie is a play-to-earn game that has exploded in the Philippines. It's South America. Basically, you can earn crypto while you play this game, and people are earning more in crypto in these, you know, foreign countries where maybe their dollar is not as strong as the US dollar. They're able to earn money that is real money to them. Maybe it's just a couple dollars here and there for, you know, US citizens, but maybe around the world, those couple dollars in USD value can mean a lot more. So that was kind of a revolutionary thing that came to crypto. I mean, you know, people have been talking about blockchain gaming for a while, but this one really put it on the map. It's already close to a 10 billion market cap. This is competing with like EA Sports, Blizzard, your traditional video gaming companies. And to play this game, basically you have to go on the market and purchase you need 3 Axie characters. I'm letting it load. And these are going for a minimum of about $120 to $150. But if you want to get, you know, more rare Axie, or probably one with better moves, because you're playing like Pokemon cards almost with these guys. You can see here some Axies here, 125, 150 for each Axie, and then if you go to them, they have their different stats and they have different moves, and you can either play other players, or you can play against the computer in adventure mode and earn your tokens. Okay, so this has really set the stage. But beyond just play to earn gaming, the metaverse. All I hear on CNBC is metaverse. So that's going to be where we're talking about Decentraland and Sandbox specifically. So before I get into that, we're going to go over to the market caps. I'm looking at CoinGecko.com. And like I said, so Bitcoin is sitting here at a 1.2 trillion market cap. Ethereum's at a 566 billion. So if you think that Ethereum could overtake Bitcoin and say go to a 1.5 trillion, that's going to be a 3x for Ethereum. So basically you take a project that you like Solana, and then Solana is at 72 billion. And then maybe something somewhat similar like Avalanche is 20 billion. If you think Avalanche at 20 billion, sorry, you can't see that, but it was below my head or behind me. So if you think Avalanche at 20 billion can do what Solana's doing, you have this potential to go up to 72 billion just in comparison. So if we look at Axie Infinity's coin, AXS, it's a number 25 coin. It's nearly 10 billion right now, okay? Nearly 10 billion. For me, I'm looking over here at Dogecoin at 35 billion. 35 billion. And Dogecoin is just a meme coin, okay? So Axie has a lot more utility. So could Axie go to 30 billion? I think so. That would be a 3x from here. Potentially a lot higher. Of course, if Bitcoin goes from 70,000, it's currently around 68,000. If it goes all the way to 100, 120,000, 200,000, you're going to see these altcoins explode, okay? Because if if you're doubling Bitcoin's price, adding another trillion to its market cap at least, just imagine if a trillion goes into Bitcoin, what does 5 billion, 10 billion do for some of these other coins? So if I go down to Mana, which is the coin for Decentraland, that is at rank number 63 right now. Okay, so if I scroll down to rank 63, I'll put it above my head right here, Decentraland. It's coming in at about a 3.5 billion market cap. If it can match Axie, there'd be a 3x. Okay, and then going down to Sandbox is a 84 rank at 2 billion. So if it went to Axie's evaluation at 10 billion, that's a 5x roughly. So these are just targets moving forward, and you can see there's plenty of other coins that have higher market caps. Chili's is an NFT play as well, also at 2 billion. You can see Engine 2.8 billion. So these have room to move up, especially with all the enthusiasm going towards Metaverse and NFTs. All right. So I hope all that made sense. So basically, I'm saying this has been something we've been charting and looking at and talking about for over a year at least. NFT gaming, utility, and then we did see. I'll show you the charts at the end. We saw like 300% pumps. We're in a little bit, it did pull back a little bit of consolidation, but you can see if the bull run for Bitcoin and Ethereum continues, I can see these market caps definitely rising. We're talking about 3 to 5x for Mana and Sandbox specifically if we're doing price predictions on those. And that would be to 10 billion, but what if they went to 20 billion? You're talking about 6 to 10x easy on those coins, especially, Sandbox and Decentraland. These are still fairly new. They're still building out. And we'll talk about some more stuff with that. Okay, hit that like. I was watching this YouTuber. He says the only way for the algorithms to know that this video is worth blank. You just got to hit that like. Get the algos moving for Rolly Roll over here. Shout out to my apes of space. All right. So we looked at Axie, the market caps. and I want to look at Decentraland real quick, just kind of show you what these are, and then we'll look at the charts. Okay, so Decentraland, this is a create, explore, and trade in the first ever virtual world owned by its users. So you saw right before Bored Ape Yacht Club, a huge NFT collection going for millions for each individual photo on the blockchain. They had their own party in Decentraland. This is several months ago by now. But basically, you can have an avatar, and within this metaverse, you can hang out with friends, people around the world within this metaverse as your avatar, okay? And you can buy land. The land is expensive, okay? But people are buying up the land either to sell down the road, or they're building out within that land. So you can create scenes. This is above my head. So create scenes, artworks, challenges, and more using this simple builder tool. Then take part in events to win prizes. All right. So this is just some of the things you can do, and then you can buy digital assets like wearables, avatar wearables. So you got to get your avatar, and then you can buy stuff like a Viking hat or like these VR goggles, for your avatar. And this is what I've been preaching, like, down the road, you can have a house party, okay? And I see this with Oculus, the augmented reality, and I see this with this metaverse here. You'll be able to buy, a home to have, say, a party in. And depending on how much money you spend in the metaverse, this home can be a mansion and have a balling party, invite everyone around the world. Or, if you're on limited funds, it might be a trailer park. Hey, it could be fun too, right? All right, so this is just like different use cases for this stuff. Looking over here at Sandbox. So Sandbox is another one. This one is also the metaverse, but it's going more into the NFT gaming, because on Sandbox you can actually earn crypto similar to Axie. So if I had to compare them, I would say Mana, mostly metaverse. Sandbox is going to be metaverse and play to earn. And Axie, for now, they have land as well. So who knows what can happen with Axie? That's the cool thing too. These guys are actively working on these behind the scenes and constantly developing, upgrading. You never know what the utility could be down the road. Axie did a huge airdrop for their holders, their original holders, but Axie would be more play to earn. So looking at Sandbox, you can buy the land, play, create, own, and govern a virtual metaverse made by players. And you can see if you go over to the market here, they have huge collaborations already. You have specifically The Walking Dead has done a project with Sandbox. These are all sold out right now, but you can buy your avatars and then play within this Walking Dead metaverse on Sandbox. You can also see you have stuff like Atari. We have Care Bears. These are all major names in the game. Dead Mouse, huge DJ. What did I say the Smurfs yet? There's some Smurfs. Snoop Dogg had a party. Snoop Dogg, here we go. Snoop Dogg, everybody loves Snoop, right? And hint, Apes of Space coming to the Sandbox soon, okay? So go ahead, get your sand. And if you want to look at the map, the big thing going on right now, and this is going to be an Apes of Space, announcement coming soon, guys. I'm sure I'll do a video on that. People are buying out land, and they're building their metaverses within this land. And you can see people are already buying out spots right now. These photos, I guess, is for each individual project or company. You see Atari right there. And you can explore this land here, and find different activities, I guess. This is all brand new. We definitely are in the beginning. So I know I'm going to show you this chart like I promised, and it has exploded. But guys, with the, only a 2 billion market cap for Sand, 3.4 billion for Mana. Axie's already at 10 billion. You see Dogecoin at 35 billion. Bitcoin's at $1 trillion. There's so much more money that can be added into this space. Okay, I had to let it load up a little bit, but look at this. This is a massive metaverse, okay? I can see the Smurf guy right there. All right, so looking at the charts, because it's already been 15 minutes, so hopefully I can wrap this up and keep it under 20 minutes. Go ahead and load this up. Decentraland. We'll take this to a weekly chart. So you can see how it definitely, this was where the Metaverse news happened. All right, so just from this Metaverse news to the top was almost 450% gain. It has come back down a little bit, but this is a weekly chart. So you can see we're kind of consolidating. Potential bull flag. It's a potential bull flag. It was a massive move, so you have to expect some profit taking. So I would like to see this yellow 21 EMA hold up support on the daily at $2.15. If not, I always love my horizontals. A previous resistance potentially flipped at support is down at $1.60. Crypto's very volatile, especially some of these mid caps. All right, so like I said, be nimble. Possibly you don't ever want to go all in, especially after a huge pump. But I think there's real utility, and this is only going to continue to grow. All right, what I would like to see to confirm a possible next leg up, obviously, would be a close back above this pink 10 simple, potential support, and then it fell through. It could drop down to that daily yellow 21 EMA, but if you can see this either hit that wick and get a nice bounce and get back above this trading range right here, get back above $2.80, and then we could potentially see it move on. Do we see a sideways consolidation? It comes down and droops in this area. That would be normal too. That could be an opportunity to dollar cost average, to accumulate, okay? Because if you look back here, before that move, because I'm not a fan of buying into pumps, all right? You have to be somewhat patient. This was a good accumulation time. You had to be patient, and then you were rewarded, all right? This was a great accumulation time, and I've been charting this one for a while. Mana is definitely one of my favorites. Additionally, looking at the weekly, I mean, you are well separated from your moving averages, so we'd like to see this yellow 21 on the weekly move its way up to meet that horizontal. So, you know, when you get this much separation like you did here, you did kind of post, you know, it kind of grinded up, but then it had to fall back. They don't like to be separated too far from these major moving averages. See, pump, come this way, pump this way. So this could do the same, all right? So be prepared. Don't go all in. Dollar cost average. All right, looking at the stochastics, though. Stochastic, we're looking to see if this weekly can cross back up for more bullish momentum, and same with the daily. I'd like to see that daily cross back up and potentially some more volume. I'd like to see increasing volume again if possible, but right now I'm seeing resistance. I'm seeing we're coming down. Bitcoin actually is also coming down. We did hit that new all-time high, but when Bitcoin starts to pull back, you can see in the short term, a lot of the crypto coins will move with Bitcoin, but once Bitcoin stabilizes, those altcoins can have their opportunity to move. I know that, you know, people don't like to say that the Bitcoin and stocks are correlated, but Bitcoin was doing just fine until the stock market opened and the inflation numbers just came out and you saw a drop in the stocks. If I showed you the stock chart right now, you can see this happening live with the NASDAQ coming down. You can see the S&P coming down. And, you know, we had red days yesterday with S&P and NASDAQ, and you saw Bitcoin really didn't do a whole lot until the stock market closed. And then we saw Bitcoin make its new all-time while the stock market was closed. So potentially that could happen again. That would be ideal. I mean, if we're pulling back because inflation numbers were the highest they've seen in 30 years. So the 10-year bond yield spiked, which when the 10-year bond yield spikes, it brings the stocks down. That's a whole nother conversation. But I think, the inflation numbers being crazy is just another bullish argument for crypto and Bitcoin specifically, right? So getting back to Sand, and then I'll wrap this up full of information. Sand is, same situation. It was in a long consolidation here. You had to be patient. This is basically from March, end of March, we'll say April, all the way till end of October. So about like 6 months. And on that news, you also had that spike up about 335%. And also, drop below your pink 10 simple. You could come down all the way to $1.97. Yellow 21 EMA support on the daily. Your weekly is all the way down here. I would not like to see that happen, but you have to be prepared for anything. That would be a resistance, and support if it came all the way down here, where you do have your weekly moving averages and a nice horizontal resistance flip support. But going in closer to a daily or even a 4-hour, we might drop through this horizontal right now, or we'll see. Still potential. You see the spike here, and then we broke through, and then we're finding support above it, a potential resistance flipped as support as well. Otherwise, drop down, and hopefully we get a bounce. You could potentially, this 4-hour could come back down this way as well. We'll have to monitor this. Obviously, you're not going to get rich in one day. Obviously, this move here was pretty drastic. So this is more of a thing that you need to get involved in. Do your research, slowly accumulate during accumulation phases, be patient, diversify. I like the roulette type strategy with crypto, owning like 25 different coins. You can allocate your portfolio sizes based on your confidence. But you have this roulette table. So not every day they're all going to go up. But, I just been holding Mana and some NFT coins like Engine for a while. I finally got my hands on some Sand, but I was already holding these coins for almost a year. I didn't know when they were going to shoot up 300 to 400%. So you just got to be patient and reap the rewards. Obviously, if it's in a downtrend, get out. But all of these crypto coins are in uptrends. Bitcoin chart is just magnificent and looking healthy. This is not bearish at all to me. Obviously, if you drop back below your 21 daily EMA support, that could be a change in the short-term trend. Maybe you fill out this area, but I'd like to see this previous resistance, and you saw a little bit of resistance there. I'd like to see this hold as support. So I'd like to stay above about 64K on Bitcoin, and let's see if we can hit 100K by the end of the year. So there you have it. Use your market caps to compare and get your price predictions. Excited about NFTs, Metaverse, play to earn gaming, and shout out to the Apes of Space. We're doing a Twitter space on Friday, 4 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern. We'll talk about the Lady Ape collection dropping in December. We did have a sneak peek of that Lady Ape looking fire. And we'll talk about the 6x6 land plot that Apes of Space is looking at in the Sandbox. I hope you enjoyed this video. Smash that like, leave a comment, subscribe, tick the bell for notifications. Rolly roll!